Okay, so Dr. Washington, tell us, what was your journey like to get to Hardin-Simmons University? Where did you come from?
Well, I taught at Holland Medical High School, so I fell in love with the campus at that point. And as I was finishing up my doctorate, I looked into becoming a part of Hardin-Simmons and going to Patty Hanks, and that's kind of how the ball got rolling with that.
So what is it that you love about teaching? Why is teaching so important to you?
I feel that teaching is important because I love students and I love to see their thought process through the beginning to the end, how they care for patients from the beginning of life to the end of life. And I feel like it's important to show them how you care for patients and how you can transfer that on to them.
You like it when the light goes on, the little lamp where they
Yes.
go, oh, I get that.
Yes, I get that. And how it all, comes into play, because, you teach them head to toe assessments and how it all, like I said, beginning of life to end of life and how things occur throughout the body. And it just clicks one day with them.
How did you get into healthcare? What drew you to healthcare and specifically nursing?
Honestly, my mother's a nurse, my sister's a nurse practitioner, my sister-in-law, everybody in my family, I would hear them talk about nursing, and I've always wanted to teach. I wanted to be a teacher. But when I heard them talking about nursing, I was like torn on that. And there's so much patient education that you can do as a nurse that it kind of intertwines.
So nurses are
that.
teachers.
Mm-hmm.
You're teaching the patient about themselves and their condition.
Yes.
Okay, so have you ever had a crazy case that you had to deal with and you went home and told your family, this is crazy? No names, no nothing like that. Have you had those cases before?
Of course. I used to work in the operating room. I had lots of things
So
like that.
how do you deal, as a nurse, how do you deal with the crazy, the trauma and all that stuff, the wild cases? You personally, how do nurses blow off steam?
Read. I think unwind, come home, and just enjoy time with your family. It's especially hard when it's younger people that you see that have, had incidences that have occurred, people being thrown off of trucks. You've seen all kinds of things that you're just, you come home and educate your family not to do certain things because you don't want that to happen.
Please.
But
I've heard y'all shop. Is that true? Is shopping a natural?
Oh, for nursing, yes, of course. You want to go shopping and you want to, that's therapy for us, yes.
I was going to say, have you ever, is there one thing in your life that you'd love to do every day if you got a chance? What would that one thing be?
Well, I don't have grandkids yet, so I eat breakfast with my dad every day that I'm off of work. I live a block away from him, and so if I could do that for 15 more years, I'd be so happy.
What do y'all have for breakfast?
Usually sausage and biscuits or bacon and eggs or coffee for sure. And so every day we do that. He calls me at 6:30 in the morning.
That's a special time.
Yes.
Father's Day, so even more special.
Yes, it was.
Now, question I'm going to ask you, I'm just going to give you a word, Camaro. Can you tell us the story about the Camaro?
Well, my daughter, it was her first car in high school. She couldn't drive it for 6 months, so I got to have fun with it.
But you also said that you quickly traded that.
Oh, I
tell us
quickly traded that because my first day at Patty Hanks, my very first day, I went home from work very excited and got into a wreck right in front of Popeye's Chicken. I was stopped there and somebody hit me from behind and I broke my nose and everything. And I was in my Nissan Armada, which is a big car, and I honestly felt, other than God, that that car helped me out. And so after that, we traded her car, and I just felt like it was too small.
So 4 out of 5 nurses recommend the Nissan Armada.
Probably so.
For safe driving.
Yes.
Good. That's good to know.
Probably so.
Well, I appreciate you coming in and sharing your
Thank
story.
you.